Now, let's look at the law, law of sedition. For a former Supreme Court judge to be charged with sedition by any citizen who decides to, I mean, sedition is usually, this is a colonial law put in by the British to prevent us natives from rebelling against them and creating sedition. Now it is in the wisdom of our forefathers who created the Constitution. They kept the majority of the colonial laws in, thereby underlining the fact that the Indian government will also play the role of a colonial ruler, and therefore these kind of laws of sedition are applied randomly. So what do you think?
I'll tell you, there are two judgments of the Supreme Court. One is judgment given by me when I was in the Supreme Court, Sri Indra Das versus State of Assam, and other by Justice Rohinton Nariman. He has given the judgment called Shreya Singhal versus Union of India.
That's recent.
In which he invalidated Section 66A of the IT Act. Now, we have followed many US Supreme Court judgments which have said that just to, supposing Khalistanis, they say we want Azad Khalistan. I went to Chandigarh, I addressed Sardars, because many of them were arrested in the Sarbat Khalsa, they raised slogans of Khalistan. I said, raising slogans of Khalistan is no crime. Many people demand freedom, Kashmiris, Northeastern, this is no crime. Yes, if you go beyond that, if you commit violence, or if you organize violence, or you incite to imminent violence, the clear and present danger test of Justice Holmes, then it becomes a crime.
Or conspiracy to overthrow the government, or a coup, that would,
yes, it should be something more. I mean, supposing I am a member of some organization which believes in, supposing for example CPI, CPM, they are communists, they claim to be communists, and communism says that there has to be armed revolution. So therefore all CPI and CPM members should be locked up. See, just having a belief is not a crime, but if you go beyond that, commit some action, some violence, some organizing, then it becomes a crime.
So as a judge, did you ever sit on a case which was related to sedition?
Yes, I mentioned to you Sri Indra Das versus
that was
State
yours.
of West Bengal. What happened, there is an organization called ULFA in Northeast, I think Assam, ULFA. And it is a banned organization under the TADA, or the unlawful activity there. And they were convicted by the High Court. Then the appeal came in the Supreme Court. Before, I was a senior judge with Justice Gyan Sudha Mishra. And we drew a distinction between mere membership of a banned organization, and we said that is no crime. But if you do some activity of violence or organizing violence, then it becomes a crime. So you may join an organization believing in the ideology of that organization, like many people join the Communist Party believing in the ideology of, there are so many Marxist professors in the universities. So should they all be locked up because Marxism preaches armed revolution? That's not correct.
So you were chairman when Asim Trivedi was charged with sedition, or
yes,
chairman of the press council.
Yes.
And you...
He was a cartoonist.
Yeah, so you took up his cause, in fact,
just a
at
cartoon.
that time.
See, first of all, these politicians should not be so touchy. People in a democracy have a right to criticize politicians. What else is democracy? You should have the strength to withstand criticism. People are supreme in a democracy, and therefore, just because you are ministers, it doesn't mean that people can't criticize you. But so many, chief ministers, Mamta Banerjee and others, that Dhananjay Mahapatra of Jadavpur University, he is a professor. He put up a cartoon and on that, who halla ho gaya, ab giriftar, arrest karo. What is all this? Nonsense.
Well, Jaya Bachchan went so far as to speak in the Rajya Sabha, saying that she didn't like the radio jockeys making fun and mimicking members of parliament. I mean, this is something to get up and speak about.
Well, I hardly need to express any opinion on Jaya Bachchan. I mean, you raising, taking names of people who are not relevant, who are non-entities. मगर यहाँ तो आपने जया बच्चन हीरो हो गए, अमिताभ बच्चन.
Nobody said that.
ठीक है, अरे इसकी जिक्र क्यों किया आपने? हमारा मूड ऑफ हो जाता है जया बच्चन की बात हो रही है.
Because I'm saying that
it shows the low level of you media people.
No, it shows the low level of your reception of what I'm saying, because you should understand that I am giving an example of a woman who is a member of parliament and who is bringing up an issue that it hurts her feelings and her sentiments. So we've become a nation of, we should have a ministry of grievances instead of everyone using any law which hurts their sentiments, because there's always some community who's getting hurt by some book or by some film.
There are lots of fools in parliament, so that
90%.
Even in parliament. So let's not go on that.
Now, what about Dr. Binayak Sen? He was also charged.
He was a great man. You know, I mean, tell you, I granted him bail, and I was shocked. Here was a man. He is an MD from Vellore, one of the top medical colleges. He could have easily gone to America or Europe and minted money there. And instead, he went to the poor people, tribal people, and working almost free for them. If I had been in the place of the Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh, I would have invited him and said, Dr. Binayak Sen, we know you are doing good work. Please prepare a scheme for us so that we can help our tribal people. That's how I would have acted. I would have supported him. And instead, charge of being a Maoist and conspiracy. What? No, I mean, people are crazy in this country. पागलों का मुल्क है, अब क्या करें?
And what about Arundhati Roy? She was also charged with sedition.
वो भी गलत है. यहाँ फ्रीडम होनी चाहिए. क्या छोटी-छोटी बात. अब अरुंधति रॉय को कंटेम्प्ट ऑफ कोर्ट चला दिया. कुछ उसने सुप्रीम कोर्ट पे कह दिया. अब व्हाई शुड सुप्रीम कोर्ट बी सो टची? छोटी-छोटी. इवन राजीव धवन ने क्या कहा? कोई ऐसा कोई गाली तो नहीं दी सुप्रीम कोर्ट को. बस उसने कहा कि योर लॉर्डशिप्स आर नॉट बीइंग फेयर, दिस इज बीइंग अनफेयर टू मी. इतना भी नहीं कह सकता है वकील. उस पर जो हल्ला मचाया चीफ जस्टिस ठाकुर साहब ने, और अब माफ़ करिए आपके सीनियर सुप्रीम कोर्ट लॉयर्स, दे शुड हैव सपोर्टेड राजीव धवन. Instead, you know, they don't want to annoy judges because they want favorable orders from the judges. So they will not. क्या बात है ने?
So you have stated quite publicly very often that there is extensive corruption in the judiciary. Now, I, as you know, was charged by contempt of court by a full bench of the Supreme Court for putting a report card out on High Court judges, in which we rated our senior lawyers who appeared before them to rate them on knowledge of law, integrity, courtesy, and punctuality. And I was charged for that. And how come you've gotten away with saying that they're corrupt and I didn't, just by rating them on a report card?
Ask them. Why are you asking me? करो contempt of court. मैं तो जेल जाने को तैयार हूँ. मुझे वहाँ एक क्लास मिलेगा जेल में. सुना एक कैटेगरीज होती हैं जेल में भी. तो जो एमिनेंट लोग होते हैं उनको मक्खन, डबल रोटी, अंडा मिलता है.
Since Kiran Bedi fixed it, jail in Delhi is not bad. So if you get jail in Delhi, it's quite comfortable.
हाँ, तो हमको भेज दें जेल इन दिल्ली. हमको मिलेगा ऑमलेट मिलेगा.
In fact, one person I know who was in jail, who used to write letters for fellow jailbirds who didn't know how to write. He said he wrote one letter for a fellow inmate, and who was dictating it to him, and he said, "Priya Mata Pita, Sadar Pranam. यहाँ सब कुछ कुशल है in the jail. यहाँ एक जगह है जो टाइम पर बिल्कुल वक्त पर खाना 3 बारी मिलता है. सवेरे चाय मिलती है, वक्त पर हम योगा करते हैं और वॉलीबॉल खेलते हैं और ये करते हैं, और बिजली कभी नहीं जाती और पानी कभी नहीं जाता. So he had a better life than from where he came.
तो भाई मुझे भी भेज दो वहाँ ना, हम आराम से बैठेंगे, मौज करेंगे.
So they've also charged Hardik Patel for sedition.
ये सब बेवकूफ़ी की चीज़ें हैं. It shows the lack of maturity in these people. You should only charge people who are actually committing violence or organizing violence. वो हुआ sedition. In my opinion, ये सब गलत है.
What about the Jawaharlal Nehru University case with Kanhaiya Kumar, Umaid Khan?
अरे भाई मैंने कहा कि कोई sedition नहीं बनता है. अगर मानिए सपोजिंग आज़ादी की डिमांड करी, demanding azadi is not a crime. There is no sedition. If you go beyond that, you commit violence or organized violence, etc., then it becomes a crime.
So maybe the lawyers who beat up Kanhaiya should have been charged with sedition.
Yes, they should not charge with sedition, charge with beating up people under the provisions of the IPC.
Well, they weren't. No action was taken against them.
होना चाहिए था, वो तो आप दिखाना चाहते थे हम कितने लॉयल हैं, बीजेपी के इतने हम लॉयल हैं, इसलिए हरकत करी। बताइए ये कोई तरीका है वकीलों का कि कोई अक्यूज लाया जा रहा है कोर्ट में, उसको आप पीटने लगे? आप वकील हैं कि गुंडे हैं? What kind of lawyers are you?
So you wrote in your Facebook post that if anything you can call me a lunatic. So will you plead temporary or permanent lunacy when in your case for this seditious act?
अरे वो भी मजाक हुआ। वो उनके नीतीश कुमार की जो पार्टी है JDU, the General Secretary of JDU, Mr. K.C. Tyagi, I saw on television saying that I should be charged for sedition. So in a lighter vein, I put up a Facebook post that I should not be charged for sedition. I should be charged under the Indian Lunatics Act. Get me declared a lunatic and send me to the lunatic asylum.
You're happy being a loony.
Happy being a loony. Again, in lighter vein, these are things. I mean, you must be able to understand. You know, people don't even understand a joke in this country.
You're 90% है, what do you expect?
Yeah, it's you know, no, लोगों को अब वो जोक समझना नहीं। एक तो लंपेन एलिमेंट्स आ गए हैं, उनको समझ नहीं आता कि हम मजाक कर रहे हैं। नहीं, इतनी तो अकल होनी चाहिए ना, समझना कि कोई मजाक कर रहा है।
But also people say just kidding after they've said something really horrible.
अरे भाई कहाँ के जोड़ दिया आपने? What connection is between the?
Okay.